I thought they reeled it that way.
Phil took it in the room.
Phil did?
He takes it in the room. Oh. Kids don't grab the balls and shoot.
Yeah, you probably forgot.
And we're back for the final game of day 2 here at Crush in the Valley, a late one. As we'll try and keep some energy for you here. I'm with Chris Babcock of NorCal Sports TV. Chris, we got the matchup between Desert Pines and Bishop O'Dowd. What do you got for us on this one?
Well, Desert Pines, 6th game in 6 days. He wouldn't be able to do that in the CIF, but they play in Nevada, so it doesn't matter. They need to have some energy with all those games, post defense on Lewis and rebound for Bishop O'Dowd. Under 15 turnovers, 25-plus rebounds, and play harder than Desert Pines. And the reason I say that, at one point this year, Bishop O'Dowd was 5-7. Why? They were under 25 rebounds, and they were turning the ball over higher than 20 a game. And Coach Ritchie says, let's just keep it simple on that and possess the basketball. Since they've gone on a nice winning streak, and they are now 11-7. They've won 6 in a row.
And they start with the ball in this one, at alley-oop to number 3, Monty Bowser. What a way to start a game.
Roberson to Bowser, they're used to playing together, and they'll get out and run.
Floater is off for Phillips. Up quick the other way, Uzan. They played last night, and I was saying Uzan just about every play. Floater out for Roberson.
Roberson, 6 offers, the latest from UC Davis. Bowser committed to Cal, and the freshman Jalen Lewis, just 14 years old, number 24. O'Dowd in their white uniforms, trimmed in black and Vegas gold, coached by Lou Ritchie in his 8th year.
Good look inside, gets his own rebound, puts it in. Jalen Lewis.
Just averaging under 10 a game, nearly 7 rebounds and a couple assists. On Monday, he had the game winner from 15 feet to beat CIF Division II state runner or state defending champion Campo Lindo.
We have a travel right there on number 0, Anthony Swift for Desert Pines.
And the Dragons' leading scorer is Marcellus Roberson, the lefty, averaging nearly 17 a game, just over 6 rebounds and nearly 3 assists. And Phillips, the point guard, nearly 4 assists a game.
They narrowly avoid a turnover right there. 3 is off for Lewis, and we've got a foul.
Bowser called for the push on the rebound. For Desert Pines, their leading scorer is Milos Uzan, averaging nearly 17 a game. He's been offered by UNLV, amongst others.
And a 3 for Jameer Stevens. 4-3. O'Dowd on top here in the first few minutes. Phillips. Try to get inside. They'll reset. Right around 15 on the shot clock. And ball tipped. 5 seconds. Got to get a shot off. Roberson drives. And they get bailed out as it's a turnover on Desert Pines. And we'll reset a possession.
Are they going dueling turnovers? Both coaches unhappy with the dueling turnovers.
And O'Dowd picks up another quick one. Here comes some full court man pressure from O'Dowd. Just enough to speed him up. There's a turnover by Desert Pines. Off the glass, too strong for Bowser. We get a foul on the floor. That'll be against Desert Pines, Anthony Swift. He got into foul trouble early last night. Had to sit in the first half.
So in 4 of those games that Bishop O'Dowd lost, they lost by 3, 9, 4, and 1 in overtime. So they've had a lot of close games, and they've turned those to the winning side of late.
And a two-hand slam for Monty Bowser off the steal from Taj Phillips. Both teams with a few turnovers. O'Dowd able to capitalize on that last one.
And the Dragons want to speed this game up, knowing that Desert Pines is playing their 6th game in the 6th day.
Off on the layup for Phillips. Contreras just rims out on the three-pointer. That'll stay here with the Jaguars.
Austin Ronzoni checks into the game for Bishop O'Dowd. Deshaun Wiley. He had 20 points and 7 rebounds against Modesto Christian last night. About 26 hours ago.
Not that long ago. Shot off for Swift. Rebound by Roberson. They reset up top. Get settled into the play here. Called out by Coach Ritchie. Big man working inside. Pass a little too long. Intended for Lewis, and we've got another turnover.
That's a tough pass to catch when you're sealing the defender and it's thrown way above your head.
And if he does make the catch, he's so far under the basket, you can't do much with it anyway.
Great point. Legal screen. The handoff and then the block, but we're playing the wrong sport.
And that's Samaj Threats, number 1 for Desert Pines that they called the foul on. 2 team fouls now against Pines, only 1 for Bishop O'Dowd. And a reach coming.
Coach Ritchie wanted to hold, and he got the call and said thank you. Very, very polite person, known for a long time.
That's Deshaun Wiley, number 2, with the foul for Desert Pines. Resets the shot clock. Lewis up to Norris. Roberson's working in the paint. They skip to the wing, up and off the glass is good for Ronzoni.
And that's why the Bishop O'Dowd coaching staff was screaming to swing the ball, because they had the Desert Pine defense off balance, and Ronzoni with some point contributions off the bench.
Stevens behind the back pass into the paint. And we've got a foul. That one is on Jalen Lewis, which will send Anthony Swift to the line for 2.
Swift averaging 11.5 a game, 7.5 rebounds at the free throw line.
First one off for Swift. Cade Ronzoni into the game. Also
Messe.
number 10. And the second falls for Anthony. 8-4, O'Dowd on top. Roberson gets fouled on the floor. Foul goes against Deshaun Wiley.
Roberson with assertiveness, setting the defender in the low block in the paint, and you can hear Coach Ritchie, Marcellus, and he draws the foul.
They give it back to him, misses the shot, offensive board. Put back is off, last touch by O'Dowd.
I was impressed with Roberson's game against Campolindo because he went to, not right before the game, but in practice, and asked Coach Ritchie, I want to guard their best player, which is Aiden Mahaney, been offered by Arizona, a number of Pac-12 schools, just a sophomore. And Marcellus, with the help of his teammates, did a great job on Mahaney and got the victory.
It's Anthony Swift who scores for Desert Pines, lead down to 2. We got 1:45 to go in the first quarter.
Desert Pines wants to repeat those and duplicate those possessions.
Bowser off on the shot.
Nice strong rebound by Anthony Swift.
Baseline pass is good. Conriguez off the look from Uzan.
Didn't have the ball in his hand, hasn't had a lot of touches, but boy, played really well there. Cutting to the basket without the ball in his hand and got the wide open layup.
Some of the best players in the league don't have the ball in their hands often. Look what Klay Thompson can do without the ball. We get a foul on O'Dowd. They call it on Ronzoni. Threats to the left wing. Gets it into Swift. Takes the long 2. We've got a miss, and it's Marsalis with the rebound.
Just go to the rim. But loses it.
Stevens in the corner. Now Conriquez. Spin move off the glass, and it rolls out. Stevens gets his own board. The second one off, and Swift comes in to finish it.
You got to block 0 off the boards. He has really asserted himself in the last minute and a half of the quarter.
Strong take, but they don't finish. As Desert Pines fights their way back and gets their first lead of the game. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Desert Pines 10, Bishop O'Dowd 8. We'll take a break. You're tuned in to the final game of day 2 at Crushing the Valley, presented by the Grind Session.
It's 12:42 back home. That's why I'm back.
And they don't sell coffee here. I'm going to tell Philippe next year they need to sell coffee.
Back for the second quarter. The Jaguars will have the ball. It's Jameer Stevens, the pass up to Threats. Now Uzon, 2 defenders on him. Reset back. Stevens pull-up jumper, and it's good. So Jaguars score first here in the second quarter. Extend their lead to 4. That ball out of bounds and will go towards the Jaguars side.
Stevens got 2 field goals tonight. Already passed his average.
Might be a breakout night for him as Swift got fouled hard on that one by Jalen Lewis.
That'll be on Lewis.
Big man got to be careful here. Obviously, we play with 5 fouls according to state rules. Still a lot of game time left. Swift gets that one to sit. And Lewis goes to the bench, and for him, Jaron Edwards. That shot is off on the drive. Swift misses. And we go the other way. Roberson to the ground. 4 players from the Jaguars around him, and we get a jump ball. That's in favor of O'Dowd.
Shot clock, stay or reset.
It stays. Over on the wing, they pass up top. Good movement around the arc. Phillips skips to Edwards. Shot clock winding down. Got to get something off. He drives. And a shot short for Phillips. Offensive board. They can't get the putback to go. And here we go. Transition for Threats. Another steal. This one by Norris. And we've got a foul on Threats.
Just really has not been any kind of tempo offensively for Bishop O'Dowd.
Coach, that's 2 on 1.
Better spacing, and also I'm going to credit Desert Pines defense.
They've done a good job as O'Dowd passes around the top. They're not giving open any lanes or allowing in the paint in the half court, but we got a 3-pointer.
Roberson, he can heat up very quickly.
A lot of contact on Milos. That foul goes against Ryzon Norris. Down to Threats. And a steal, but we're going to get another jump ball. Oh, no, they call a timeout. Bishop O'Dowd. So we'll take the 30-second timeout. Bishop O'Dowd trails in this one by 2. back from the timeout. Bishop O'Dowd called to avoid the jump ball. Fluttered inside, couldn't pass it to Roberson. Now we get a foul. That's number 3, Conriquez. 16 fouls now on Desert Pines. The next one will put O'Dowd in the bonus. Still got 5:37 left in the first half. Bowser to Norris.
Will we have midnight basketball, Skylar?
It is very
I know back
possible.
east we're already past that point, but here on the West Coast, we're near the witching hour.
I feel like we're at midnight basketball. On the drive with the left, it's good for Marcellus Roberson.
5 straight for the lefty.
We're all tied at 13, but a wide open 3. Enriquez can't finish. And a swat by Swift pins it on the backboard.
Yeah, Wilsonberger served back hot here, late night snack that nobody wants.
Rise on slows things up for the Dragons.
I like that. Calming the storm there while you have a nice start second quarter.
Rise on with the drive, gets fouled. We'll have 2 free throws. That foul goes against Milos Uzan.
I know right now there's a lot of basketball coaches watching, a lot of North Coast section coaches watching. Coach Hanson, I know you're out there. We're going to get this film and put it in their huddle account because Bishop O'Dowd is playing at the Division I level this year. Or it could be the Open, depending on how things go. So they get a free scout at home.
And the free throw good for Rizon. That gives them the lead. Good pressure all the way down the court. And a goaltending call. That basket will go to Conriquez. So another game, we've got back and forth scores. Wouldn't expect anything less here at Crushing the Valley. It's Taj Phillips. Dumps it to Roberson. Bowser's pass might have been better off to shoot that one.
Yes, and nothing against Edwards, but Bowser's in the paint. Go and finish that. I love him wanting to share the basketball, but that time he needed to make a different decision.
Who's on too high off the glass? And we get an out of bounds. Would have been a 3-pointer for Roberson if he could have stayed in. Instead, we've got a turnover. Side dribble, spin move, floater, and it falls. Great take from Milos. Lead up to 3. 3.5 remain. Edwards passes up top. Now they move around the wing. Roberson gets blocked by Wiley. And it's O'Dowd ball. Milos Uzan. Met by Norris.
Brother Michael playing at University of Providence. It's a family affair here with Desert Pines.
Gates was not ready for that pass. They keep it alive. Shot is off, rebounded by Bowser. And Phillips up the court, outnumbered. They'll slow it down.
this is why Lewis is on the bench.
The shot up and in for Marcellus Roberson.
He knows, seems like he knows every angle of that glass.
And he's fouled right there. Going for the rebound. That's the
One of
official.
my favorite officials moments, though. Clearly had the call.
Give me a chance to make it.
Yep, exactly. Basically, you coach and I'll officiate.
They said the foul was on Conriquez. He'll go to the bench. Off on the 1-and-1. Uzan up the court. Two defenders hover around him. Ball tipped by Bowser. Into pressure. That looked like it hurt. We hope he's okay. It's Wiley on the ground holding his ankle. Very awkward landing. The trainers tend to him, and we'll take a quick break.
It's not quite the same injury we had last year, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Oh, that is great. Oh, that is fantastic.
So good news, Deshaun Wiley able to walk off the court.
And thank
his own.
goodness it wasn't a repeat of last year when Bishop O'Dowd was playing Coronado. So,
One of the worst things I've ever seen.
yes. And so when you see that, and he's grabbing his ankle, but quickly the staff, medical staff, training staff of Solano Junior College is out and walks off the court. So that was always good.
Ball inbounded to Roberson. Stevens waiting for him.
And Lewis is checked back in the game.
Three-point shot is off. Offensive rebound for Rizon.
He's been there in the right place in the right time a couple of times here in the second quarter.
I think a travel might have been.
That was a travel.
And they make the right call. Turnover.
It was 10-8 Desert Pine at the end of one.
They still hold on to the lead. Only by one now. Stevens on the drive with one off the glass. Great take, two.
He's got 3 field goals.
Now Roberson calls out the play for the Dragons. Dribbles off the back of his foot and just barely saves it. 40 seconds to go in the half, 15 on the shot clock. Roberson drives. Shot strong. Another offensive grab, this time Ronzoni. They've got the last shot if they want it. Lewis posted out high. They'll drop back down. Cade up and under, fouled with 10 seconds left. They call that one on Milos Uzan.
And I believe they'll get Lewis out of the game so he doesn't pick up his third foul before the end of the second quarter.
And you are correct there. Number 35. Connolly goes in for him. Also in is Massey. .5. Plenty of time to get a quality shot off for Desert Pines. Moves on to Stevens, behind the back, gets inside. Gates the reverse layup, and that's how this half is gonna end.
That's how you finish the quarter.
You are right. So at the end of the half, it is Desert Pines 21, Bishop O'Dowd 18. We'll take a break and come back to you for the second half. Right after Mikey Davis grabs the interview with Coach Richie.
I'm here with Coach Richie of Bishop O'Dowd. Coach, you got a 3-point deficit right now going into the half. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
Not playing defense. The coach's son is killing us right now. He's been able to get to the rim at will. We knew that. He likes to go left. We had him in foul trouble early, and then we went jump shot city. And I know Chris Babcock was probably saying some bad things out there. Jump shot, jump shot, jump shot. We were 4-20. When we get to the rim, we have a much better chance. So until our kids learn that, we're going to be in this predicament of scoring 18 points in a half.
Yeah, you say your defense was bad, but you also held your opponent to 21 points, so that's not too bad, but just not good enough, to have the lead right now. But you got with you right now.
Eric Tomei.
Jason Davis.
Were they in relation to you?
Hopefully future Dragons.
Nice.
But we can't say it on TV because that could be recruitment.
Yeah. In about 8 minutes, I'll get Coach Hughes in, then we'll get back with the second half.
The thing about basketball I love is winning, pretty much. It's my favorite thing. I hate to lose. And second thing I love is just getting better at the game. It's a real fun game to play, and getting better is just a great thing to see. Like, progress for me is just always great to see.
This game of basketball, I love the competitiveness of it. And the challenge I get from it, and I take it real serious because I love the game itself. I don't disrespect it. I respect it a lot, and I work hard at it.
I love basketball because I just been around it all my life. All my parents played it, and I just inherited the love and passion for the game. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, and the competitiveness. You can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere.
I just love basketball ever since I was a kid. My dad played it, and I'm trying to get it from my mom. One thing that inspired me is my family, my city. I do it for them.
The reason why I love basketball is because I'm a very competitive person. That's why I store all my energy. When I'm on the court, I'm at peace. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm just a really competitive person, and I think basketball is where I can put everything at. It's the place where I can put all of my energy and my anger. I wasn't really fortunate, and basketball is where all my abilities and my talents fall into place, and I just feel like that's what keeps me going. That's what I work on. That's my craft, and that's it.
The grind session is a great circuit. kind of reminds me a lot of AAU, playing against the best players, best talent, night in, night out. And it's something that I love to do because, you know, playing against this type of talent, it only makes you better. You know, I don't want to, you know, come out here and just waste my time and play against some guys who can't play. If I'm going to play, I want to play against the best.
The grind session is a good experience, and it's a lot of competition, and it's a good way for me and my teammates to get noticed. I'm just really trying to show who the best player is, who the best team is, and I'm trying to show that I'm the best player. So,
the grind session is probably, you know, one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. I mean, anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other every night and competitive, is just remarkable. I mean, for one, it lets you know where your game stand at. You know, going against these top dudes every night, you just got to bring your A game. You know, you can't have no off day. You just got to go hard and, you know, just hold your ground every game.
The grind session has been a grind. You know, it's a great tournament. It's a great idea. Whoever thought of it, and you know, it's been tough, but I like it because you know, it really challenges me. And our team has been, you know, a little bit setback. We've been short on a few games because we have a few injuries. But that's the beauty of it, because none of it is easy. None of the games are easy at all. You know, we've been playing against the top guys in the whole American country and Canada. They've been playing against everybody in the U.S. here, and it's been crazy.
Oh yeah, the grind session is pretty competitive, to be honest. The last couple of games I played in grind session has been pretty hard. You know, I really had to like play to my top game, and like no rest, no breaks during the game. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's just really competitive. A lot of great players are in this little tournament, and I just really enjoy playing with them, playing against them.
Welcome to the grind. This is the grind session.
Yo. Hello. With Coach Uzan. Coach, you got a 3-point lead at the half. Tell me how it was. What was going through your head at the half? What are you telling your team to try to extend this lead?
Stop turning the ball over. Yeah, we got to stop turning the ball
Straight
over.
up?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, they're speeding us up and forcing us to turn the ball over. Play our pace and take care of the basketball.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you for your time. You heard that. Stop turning the ball over. We're in California. Turning the ball over. There's an earthquake. He said stop turning the ball over.
And we're back.
Still here.
Yeah, we're
Coach,
still here.
Coach, the reason we're laughing is Coach Ritchie said, Chris, where did everybody go? I said, well, we're still here.
Here all night. Been here all day. We got 16 minutes left, and this one strong take for Jameer Stevens, and one at the Bishop O'Dowd foul on number 11, Taj Phillips.
So Stevens averaging less than 4 a game.
Well above that. I'd say over double that right now.
Now he's got. No, he misses the old-fashioned 3. Roberson has 9 for Bishop O'Dowd. And Swift has 5.
Missed by Lewis. They're on the ground for it. Pines gets it up quick. Little drop off. In the corner. Wide open all day to shoot it for Uzan. And Pines starting out hot from the break. That lead grows to 8 points. Now on the wing, Roberson. Top Phillips. Rizon drives. Shot with the left, and he's fouled in the process. Foul is on Deshaun Wiley. Good to see him back in the game after he went down with an ankle problem. First one good for Rizon. Second one goes. Across the court, Jameer Stevens. Offensive foul. It is Jameer that picks it up.
I love how the coaches, every once in a while, will scream at an official, but Coach Uzan doing the same thing. Talking to the officials, getting an explanation, closing that moment, that subject, whatever it was, and moving on so it doesn't linger over the game.
So every coach just wants to be heard. If you do it in a respectful way, officials are more likely to listen.
No one wants to be screamed at. Unless you play for Vince Lombardi. Then if he wasn't screaming at you, you had to wonder about how long your time was going to be on the Packers.
And Swift knocks down the 3-point shot to match the 2 from O'Dowd.
He's got 8.
Pass inside to Lewis. Spins baseline, up with the left, off the glass, good for 2.
Pretty quiet first half. A lot of patience. And one of the family members of Bishop O'Dowd was reminding me and saying, Chris, remember, he was in 8th grade last year. I said, no, you don't have to remind me.
As Anthony Swift knocks down another 3-pointer.
He's under his average.
Over to Rizon. Bowser posts up, out to Lewis. And they reset. 10 on the shot clock. Roberson gets it off to Lewis. Hits the rim and an offensive board for Norris.
Third time tonight.
And the hook for Jalen Lewis.
Pretty easy basketball for the 14-year-old freshman. Had a chance to meet his dad before the game as well.
Since we're talking about him, might as well get a board in the process. Phillips dribbles up top for the Dragons. They trail by 6 halfway through the third quarter. Up to this point, been a pretty clean game, not a whole lot of fouls.
Nice move
I
by
had to
Norris.
say it.
Yeah. Nice move by Norris, attacking the basket, and he'll be shooting free throws.
Foul is on Jameer Stevens.
Last Saturday we had Bishop O'Dowd against St. Joseph's, and at a point during the game, Bishop O'Dowd missed 7 straight free throws.
Hard to win any game like that.
And they found a way to win, but imagine what kind of game would have been if they just split those.
It looks like we have blood possibly with Tosh Phillips. He'll have to substitute out. So as Jameer Stevens goes to the trainer for Desert Pines, he's going to get checked out as well.
Another missed free throw by BOD. 22nd timeout. Coach Huzon anticipating not getting the ball across half court in the 10-second before the 10-second time runs out.
So a 6-point lead with 4 minutes to go for Desert Pines. A couple of threes in this quarter is what stretched it out. And it's number 11, Jameer Stevens, hustling back to the timeout. I think we can go back to where the game started. You said Bishop O'Dowd has got to watch the turnovers. First half, they struggled with that. You can tell they're working on it here in the second. What are you seeing out of Bishop O'Dowd here in this third quarter?
Well, Lewis is staying in the game, has, and I think a great strategic move by Coach Ritchie is subbing him out at the end of near the end of the second quarter to not pick up his third foul. And you see how easy he works around the basket. I'm a big fan of getting the ball to your big players and letting them be at the basket or at the high post with a shot, not going into this dribbling exhibition when the biggest guy in the gym is going to be looked upon everybody. Pass, reset, use your hips, make position, and go strong to the basket, or he's got a soft, silky touch from the free throw line, as Campolindo found out on Monday night.
Pines, 10 on the shot clock. Swift has made some threes recently. And we get an offensive foul called.
And it's the second time we've seen that tonight, where you do the handoff, but then you go and set the moving screen, and credit the Dragons for turning up the heat defensively. And you can hear Coach Ritchie in the background calling out the help.
You know, it's a play a lot of offenses run, the handoff, switch around. But like you said, the Jaguars cutting into a man. These refs are calling it. You've got to adjust.
That time Lewis had the rhythm dribble.
So we got a warning for continuous griping on Coach Uzan.
Well, my teacher made me write sentences. It's like a summer league. You can hear everything the coaches are saying.
Everything echoing a little different now than it did a couple games ago. I know during that Prolific versus Dream City game, I could hardly hear myself think, it was so packed in here.
I watch it quietly from the corner as I prepare for my next broadcast.
Smart man.
And I didn't pay Skylar to say that.
We have camera proof if we need it. No payment was received.
No, that's why you don't do that. You don't go on the dribbling exhibition at the cement maker turnaround in the key, because when you're part of the scouting report, the defense is going to collapse on you. Pass that ball and go seal a defender and finish at the basket.
Uzan, heavily contested three, is short. And a rebound by Monty Bowser.
I think he grabbed that one from the shot clock.
Try a three of their own, and it's good for Roberson. Lead down to 3 points. Threats, Euro steps, and he's good with the lay-in.
That's a pretty move with a lot of confidence and a big body in front of you. And I like him going and challenging Lewis, trying to get that third foul.
You get a foul in the paint, number 12. That's Uzan. That'll be Uzan's third foul. 5 fouls against Desert Pines, only 1 foul against Bishop O'Dowd here in this half. Good look inside.
Simple offense. Running through, finding the clearing, the defense. And then we've got to reach in on Norris.
Norris thought he was pushed. 2 sides to every story.
We accept it, we reject it.
Uzan drives, and we have a miss, rebounded by Bowser. All the way up the court.
Swift got right to the basket with the denial, and the grill is still open, serving back Wilson Burgers here at 11:22 in Fairfield. Now go cut through.
Charge gonna go against Roberson. Good idea, but the defense was waiting.
If Lewis throws that ball and cuts through, the defense is going to shift with them, or they better shift with them, and then you have better spacing. It's like motion in football. It's eye candy.
Contreras the open three, and he knocks it down. 37-31, under a minute in the third. They try to match that one off for Bowser. We get a foul on the floor. If that goes on number 12, that's his 4th.
It could have called that foul on either player.
So that's going to be huge for Desert Pines. As the coach's son, one of the better players on that team.
Foul, CSI. Broke it down. So did Roberson.
got to delay a game against Bishop O'Dowd, who has got to take advantage of who's on the bench for an extended period of time, I would assume, at least a few minutes in. We get a foul on O'Dowd. 2.5 between game clock and shot clock. The side back in for Bishop O'Dowd. Into threats in the corner. Realistically, they've got last shot if they want it. Stevens kicks it back up to threats. They act like they're in a hurry. They don't have to be. And there's that same call, the offensive foul.
It's the third time. One time you learn. So both coaches have been warned. And Skylar, you've been warned. I've been warned.
You know, Coach Ritchie looked at the ref he was talking to, and that ref said, "Not my call," and just backed away. So I'm not sure what was being said, but one official was not a fan of it. 15 seconds to go in this quarter. Bishop O'Dowd could score and make it a one-possession game.
Much better spacing. And Desert Pines in a little 2-3 zone.
Swift another rebound, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of play. Desert Pines 37, Bishop O'Dowd 33. You're tuned in to the 2020 Crush in the Valley presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. We'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, he is. Are we going to get to midnight and let it all hang out?
Eight minutes left as we try to get this one done before midnight.
You know what they say.
Oberson into the corner. Short on the 3 for Ronzoni.
I love the late zone defense by Desert Pines. Ronzoni with a hack.
A great pass there by Wiley, finding him underneath the basket. 2 shots coming for Roland Gates.
Sixth game in 6 days for Desert Pines.
Hard on the body regardless of what level you're playing at.
Yeah. Hard, the floor is unforgiving, and missed a couple of free throws. So a good foul by Ronzoni. Now can the Dragons capitalize with this 2-3 zone defense? Can they get the ball to the high post and let Lewis work his magic? I like ball fakes here. I like to call them lies. Be deceptive. Get that defense to shift.
Nice drive, the kick out for a solid option for 3 points. You got to shoot one. That was a good opportunity.
But the Desert Pine team is forcing other guys besides the guys of O'Dowd to shoot the basketball. Job well done defensively with this 2-3 zone.
That was another play where he passed it out for a good 3, but I think with his size, you can finish in the paint with a floater. One extra dribble, try to get it off the glass.
And the defense has shifted to Lewis. So he can run along the baseline, flash to the high post, set a back screen, a lot of options here.
3 seconds. That one off, tipped into Swift's hands, up to Wiley. And he shoots that one from way out to guarantee the free throws.
Beat the Dragons down the court, showing nowhere so far of their 6th straight game. And it'll be free throws for Wiley. Was the player of the game against Modesto Christian last night. Austin Ronzoni in for Ryzon Norris. The Dragons were 5-7, but have put together 6 straight wins and 4 straight missed free throws. Neither team shooting very good from the free throw line.
The late night struggle might be affecting everybody.
Oh, I'm sharp as ever. Just kidding.
Now, I said he needs to shoot inside. That one was a little more forced than what I meant on the possession before.
Well, it's not when you're as athletic as Monty is. You're not in an advantage of shooting that running fadeaway shot. Now, if you go straight to the hole and you're going to attack the basket, that's different.
Both teams in the 1-1 from here on out as we make this midnight push.
5 straight miss by Desert Pines. We've been locked on 37-33.
Quite some time now.
And this zone defense is really giving Bishop O'Dowd fits because their spacing isn't very good right now. And then we get, and then Edwards camping in the key without a permit.
They take that seriously.
Locked on 37-33.
My favorite things about 3 in the key is it's a call that gets overlooked a lot until somebody complains about it and it refreshes the official's mind.
Yes. Another missed opportunity.
So Desert Pines is being bailed out on offense by this 2-3 zone on defense. They got 2 guys that are staying inside now, though. 3 on the outside for offense. Pass might have been a shot. And a turnover could have been a double dribble. Stevens goes up and then falls down. He is fouled. 2 free throw opportunities coming up for Jameer Stevens. We'll see if he can break that streak.
Is there a cap on the rim? We're not going to call him free anymore.
Jameer takes his time. Lid is off, point is in. Scoreboard does work, it's 38-33.
And just brilliant coaching move by Coach Uzon with that zone and staying connected to Lewis, and the Dragons have not adjusted. fake and a high point flash. Probably turn into a pretty easy basket. But it takes good spacing and great ball movement.
Now they got two guys in the paint for O'Dowd. Three-pointer is good. Monty Bowser. It'll take a couple of those. Desert Pine's going to have to switch it up or come out on you. Wiley. Skip it to the corner, Stevens. Only a 2-point lead. Contreras kicks. Great look to Swift. I think everybody thought he was going to shoot it, and that extra pass led to a layup.
He lied like Pinocchio.
But in a good way, right?
In a very good way. It's always, you can lie as much as you want on the court. Ball fake, head fake, start and stop. And it was so effective. And it's such a lost art. And a great move and sharing the basketball and getting the field goal.
You get a timeout called now by Coach Ritchie for Bishop O'Dowd. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 3:52 on the game clock. It is a 4-point lead for the Jaguars. They've been in control for as long as I can remember at this point, but the memory's not working too well at midnight.
Well, it was 37-33 for at least 3 minutes, several missed free throws. But then Desert Pines got over that and then came back with another strong possession. But other than Bowser's three, the Dragons have struggled against the zone, and I think that's why Coach Ritchie called the timeout. It's an important possession here, down 4.
They pass inside to Roberson, but he's not able to hold on to it. And a turnover. Norris steals it. Norris a little shaken up on the play.
He's cramping up. I mean, the Dragons played a game last night. No, they haven't played 6 games in 6 days. But Norris has been spot on about a handful of times, 4 times underneath the glass, but they're defensively. But then the Dragons are cold from the free throw line.
So the free throw woes continue for both. And we got an offensive foul. This one against Uzan, who just came back into the game. And he'll go right back to the bench. An obvious call he had to make there. Phillips over to Roberson. The eye is always cut inside and
There
they
you
pass
go.
to a wing, but it's Bowser from the block, not able to convert, but they finally got the look they're needing.
They did need to duplicate that.
And they played for so long without Uzan, not able to take advantage of it. Now he's out permanently. No more excuses, but it's Wiley in the corner, a big 3-point shot.
Needed that one. Stretch this to a 7-point lead.
7-point lead with just over 2.5 to go. Got to figure out this zone and how they can break it. Three-pointer short. Offensive rebound by Norris.
5 offensive boards by Norris. But see, we've got 3 Dragons that are within arm's reach and against the zone.
They're making it easy on them.
That helps the zone defense. Not an alleyway to throw the ball.
And not really making the top two defenders work too much as they're on either the top or both wings. That's hardly any movement at all.
Yeah, and you have everything right in front of you.
Rizon gets a free throw to fall.
And with the clock stopped, the Dragons will be able to set their offense.
Sinks them both. We haven't seen that in a little bit. Threats up to Wiley, 5-point differential. Jumps on the pass. And 10-second violation called. Coach Uzan was calling timeout before.
Will it be a costly turnover?
We're about to find out. Under 2 minutes now. Spin and a strong take. Where's that been all night for Jalen Lewis?
Well, they were unbalanced set, so Bowser had to be respected at the corner, and Jalen Lewis with the nice seal up. And it's a 3-point game.
Desert Pines needs to take as much time off the clock and under 10 seconds get a good shot. So we'll stick with you here during this full timeout. It is 43-40. Desert Pines holding on to this 3-point lead. We'll take it team by team here. If you're Coach Uzan, what are you telling your team in this timeout?
We've got 15 seconds. We want to get a great shot, anticipate the foul, but whatever you do, do it strong. Pass is thrown to you, go and meet the pass. Don't need to panic. They're still in a great position with the lead. And if you're Bishop O'Dowd, you only have to defend for another 15 seconds. You don't want to reach in. They're going to be in the double bonus at that point. So play defense without reaching. You only have to get a stop for 15 seconds. And if the shot goes up, you better block out.
And no doubt there, because if the Desert Pines gets the ball back in another full 35 seconds, then you're fouling. 2 fouls from the double bonus, the guaranteed 2. Now, Desert Pines hasn't been shooting the best from the free throw line, so that may work in their favor if it comes down to it.
But I think one of the coaching moves of the day of the 6 games that I've covered was Coach Uzan switching to the 2-3 zone.
100%.
It's really, not recently, but the first part of this half, and that's an offensive foul. Oh, wow.
So an and one play is a game changer in this one.
Swift. He took quick action there, going to the basket, went strong, made the layup, was fouled, and a chance to convert the 3-point play. But as you mentioned, Skylar, Desert Pine has struggled from the free throw line. But give them a lot of credit. Six game in 6 days. Your leading scorer is fouled out, and they've got a solid lead here.
Yeah, that leading scorer out most of the second half.
I don't have the official count, but I believe Desert Pine really close, missed 8 or 10 free throws in the second half.
But it's this 2-3 zone. Save them about, 33 points that Bishop O'Dowd had in that one.
Great pass by Jalen Lewis. The tap pass to Phillips. Phillips hits the 3, and it's a 2-point game.
59.6 seconds. 2-point lead for Desert Pines.
How nice is it to have a 14-year-old kid like that as a freshman who recognizes and doesn't panic and go, well, you know what, I better just insert myself and take over this game. sees and trusts his teammate, Taj Phillips, and the tap pass and the big three, and it's a 2-point game. So you don't have to foul. You have plenty of time left in the game. Play defense and get the stop. But Desert Pines has been fearless today, taking the ball to the basket.
Just had a substitution. Cade Ronzoni will come in for Bishop O'Dowd. Coach Ritchie checking on the timeouts. The double bonus for Bishop O'Dowd. Still the 1-and-1 for Desert Pines.
The Desert Pines can run the baseline.
Get it in, no need to foul. Shot clock will expire before game clock. Timeout called.
The worst place to go when you're trying to break the press is to the corner. Stay out of the corners. And, you know, Coach Uzon's practicing situational basketball, although they haven't had a practice this week. He's probably looking forward to having practice. Coaches love the games, but they also love practice.
The games give you that experience you need for practice to learn what it is you need to work on. You can't always get that out of a practice.
Yeah.
You need these situations down 2 with 49.9. Both sides of the ball, what are you doing?
Set the clock out, talk to the guys. You know, what are you going to do? Here's the situation. And 26 seconds left on the shot clock, down by 2. Desert Pines with the basketball. Wherever the ball is thrown, go and get it. Don't wait for it.
Wiley gets it in the threats. Wiley just passes before a travel could be called. Into Swift. He goes down, not a great look. A chance to tie it now, 2 between game and shot clock. Floater in. We're all tied up.
Marsalis Roberson.
It's 45 up.
And out of bounds, off of Desert Pines. Bishop O'Dowd will have the ball on their half with 12.4 seconds.
And Coach Ritchie will call a timeout.
What a crazy turn of events here in these final 60 seconds.
Oh, not for Bishop O'Dowd. This is their exact kind of game that they've been involved with. It seems like for the last couple of years. They play close games, and we talked about they've got, when that last 4 games of their losing streak, they lost by 3, 9, 4, and then 1 in overtime. And then in their 5-game winning streak, although it got started with a big lopsided victory over San Leandro, Piedmont, they didn't lead in regulation, got the win in double overtime, and then the win at the buzzer against Campolindo on Monday. So they've had a lot of practice at this. So at this point, when they were at the losing streak, Coach Ritchie says, well, we've learned how to lose these close ones. Now we got to learn how to win.
You and I are already working overtime, so let's hope we get out of playing one here. They get it down low. Roberson back up top. Phillips shoots the 3, and it goes. What a way to end the night. 3-point shot.
There's time left on the clock.
Is it a timeout called?
Yeah, coach called. It'd be .6. The officials are here in front of us. Coach Uzon with the timeout.
0.6. Hardly any time to do anything.
I mean, it's been different players, but Phillips, they trusted him. Lewis with the touch pass. Phillips hits the three, and then he comes down again and hits the three to basically win the basketball game. They're going to throw the full court, half court pass.
So the ball will be inbounded by Jameer Stevens. He hurls it, not enough time. And that'll do it. Same result we were wrong about 0.6 seconds ago. But at the end of the game, 48-45, it'll be Bishop O'Dowd taking the victory in this one over Desert Pines.
Phillips hit the 2 threes. I don't know. I don't know scoring wise. What do you think? What do you think about? Do you think about Phillips with he hit the clutch shots? Lou.
So just a few seconds, we'll have the MVP of the game, Mikey Davis, on the interview. I want to say thank you to Chris for coming out with us these past 6 games with NorCal Sports TV. We couldn't have done it without you. All the insight has been amazing.
Well, thanks for what you guys do, and had a blast, and just a real laugher for Bishop O'Dowd. These are their type of basketball games.
He has 3 guys.
So it looks like they got Roberson, Phillips, and Norris. So we'll cut to an interview here after we get the picture for player of the game.
We got players of the game.
Roberson.
He had 16 and 7. Game winner, 5 points.
You want to do the interview?
Don't let him hit the microphone.
You can do it. Okay, I'm here with Razan Norris. Is that right?
Yeah,
Razan Norris, Taj Phillips, and Marsalis Robertson. Co-players of the game. We got 3 of them tonight. Razan had a great game on offense and defense tonight. We'll get to you in a second. Marsalis has 16 points and 7 rebounds. Tell me how you feel about your performance tonight.
I feel like I did good. I could have been more aggressive on offense and defense. I should have had way more rebounds, but yeah.
Tell me how you feel about your team performance tonight.
We stuck it out. We had a real good talk in the locker room, and shout out to Taj for hitting that game winner.
Razan, how you feel about your team's performance today?
I thought we played good as a team. We went into the first half. We wasn't playing that good, but after the second half, we just play as a team. Coach Lou taught us well, and yeah.
How you feel about your personal performance?
I thought I did pretty good. Just keep attacking, as Coach Lou said, get them in foul trouble, and that's how you win the games.
Where's Taj? Where'd he go? Oh, here we go. All right. Mr. Game Winner, how you feel about that, man? You hit 2 big threes there at the end of the game.
I'm feeling good. It was a good team win. It was well coached by our coaching staff. Our team played good. We handled adversity going into the second half, and we just made our shots.
You didn't get a lot of scoring done that game, so I don't think they were focused on you there at the end. So what was that pressure like feeling at the end of there, hitting that shot?
It was no really pressure for me because I have faith in my teammates. Normal. I got faith in my teammates. I've been setting them up. They've been setting me up. We just have faith in each other.
I heard my man say it's regular, right? It's regular. Congratulations, fellas.
Appreciate it.
Good game today.
Thank you.
And that does it for us on day 2 of the grind session. Crushing the Valley. We'll get y'all early in the morning, 9 a.m.